What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie, and welcome to the channel Thrift-Onfire. Today's gonna be a what sold video, what sold for me on Poshmark and eBay. I'm also here to tell you that I've officially joined Grailed. I think I had an old account before that I never used. If you don't know what it is, Grailed is just another online selling platform. I've only listed 5 items, and I've really just relisted them, cross-listed them actually, but yeah, so far no sales, but I've only listed these about 12 hours ago, just last night before I sat down to relax and watch some TV. I also, check this out, I made my own wrapping paper, so this is obviously a gift for my wife. If you're wondering what's in there, don't tell her. By the time you guys see this, it'll be already passed, but it's just a new Apple Watch. Made the little sticker. Pretty proud of myself. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, so Grailed, obviously Grailed is potentially going to replace Poshmark.com for me. I don't really know. What I do know is it does, your sales are in USD, which is good. I've linked my Wise account, so I should be getting paid in US dollars from Grailed if I can even make a sale here. I tried to look at some videos of people using it currently, and I don't know that much about it besides that it's really good for vintage, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put all my vintage stuff on Grailed and just see what happens. It's gonna be a slow burn. I'm planning on later today taking my Facebook Marketplace one bin, which is this one right here. Okay, I'm gonna get all this stuff out of here, and this is gonna be my new Grailed bin, so it'll just be the vintage stuff. I'll start with that. If I can fill this up with vintage stuff, that's great. Also, I'm going to make another bin sometime today that's going to be called Fine China, which is just sort of just, I thought that was funny. It's going to be just stuff that's going to be on Poshmark that's made in China. So only the finest items made in China will make it in this bin. And the garbage items that shouldn't probably be listed on my store probably will just get deleted and donated. Low value items from China, I don't really want to deal with those right now. But if it's a decent item and it was made in China, and this is all because of, you know, border issues, I will keep it and just keep it on Poshmark.ca. You could list it again on eBay.ca as well if you just want to sell just in Canada and exclude the US. I guess that'd be another option, but I think I'm just going to use Poshmark for that stuff, just to be safe, that I don't have to deal with stuff made in China crossing the border. The other thing I want to talk about before we pull orders today is Posh Sidekick. Sidekick Tools hosts Posh Sidekick cross-listing, and there's a whole bunch of tools built in as well. You know, the app itself is very simple to use. You know, one of the things that I really do like about it in general is, you know, obviously all the automation it does for Poshmark. We've talked about that a ton, but I love the relisting feature. You can go to eBay, you can go to Depop, and now potentially even Grailed, that I'm using that, and I can relist items automatically, 10 items every single day. I've been using that. It really is pretty decent. It just keeps your store moving, keeps fresh, keeps your old inventory fresh. I know on Poshmark right now there's some issues with, you can't just delist stuff right away, but they have parameters set in where you can have stuff like nothing, you know, has to be 60 days or older before you delist it. And I think you'd be safe there with Poshmark as well. You don't want to be relisting delisting and relisting on Poshmark too much right now. If you don't know about all of that, it's a whole thing right now where you can get your account suspended. But I think Sidekick does have all these safeties in place that makes it reasonably safe to use something like this. It also has a background removal tool. I showed you guys the AI models, you know, just last month. It's all around a really good product, and if you want to give it a try, my link is going to be down in the description below. Absolutely free, no credit card required, and let's pull some orders. Kicking it off today with a handful of Poshmark sales. Okay, so first off, it's a bunch of hats, okay? Canada hat, made in Taiwan. Canada hat, I believe, is where this one was made, Taiwan. Foam hat, nice condition. You know, it's a pretty basic hat, but you know, as you can imagine, most stuff that says Canada on it, pretty hot right now. $12. So not a ton of money on that one, but still a pretty decent sale. Next hat, this one is from the Hat Buy, so that $110 bulk hat buy. Disney hat here. I'm pretty sure I have another one, so I'm just going to relist it right away. This one is made in Taiwan as well. It's got the scrambled egg front on it. Cool hat. If this type of hat looks good on me, I would keep it because it's a really cool hat. Otherwise, this one took an offer on as well, $25 Canadian. Not too bad. Like I said, I have another one to list right away. So probably, I think it's probably listed at closer to like $34, something like that. Next, you're not seeing double. It is 2 Wayne Gretzky hats. They're going to the same person, but this person was insistent. You can see it's the same hat, different colorway. Was insistent on not making a bundle. I don't know why. I finally just gave in and said, like, okay, I guess if you want to pay that much for shipping, go right ahead. I was trying to help him out. But so here we go. Wayne Gretzky hat, foam hat, obviously. These ones, it's on Poshmark Canada, so it doesn't matter too much. But made in Korea. This one is a patch, okay, and this one is like an iron-on front. Same style of hat though. $65 each. So $65 on the orange Gretzky hat, $65 on the blue one. I believe the orange one, I have another one, so I'm going to go ahead and relist it. They are listed closer to $100. So, you know, I'm taking a pretty big discount, but considering I paid $110 for all those hats, and, you know, these 3 hats right here all are part of that buy. You've seen me sell lots of hats from that buy already. I've sold a ton at my booth. I'm doing pretty good on that bulk hat buy for sure. I'm gonna put this guy back because I believe we're gonna move on to eBay. So throw this under here, and we're actually going into the cassette bin up here for an eBay sale. This is the one that I did break the lid off of last time we pulled it down, so the lid is broken. That's okay. We are looking for a lot of Aerosmith tapes. A lot of 5 right there. Looks like it's these ones. $14.31. That was an offer. So eBay cassette tapes going out. Kind of nice. You know, we still have, they still keep selling. I didn't really pile them up very nice when I threw them back in here after they fell. You know, I was obviously a little frustrated. But yeah, see, one side, one clip. We are going to toss it back up here. And I think we're going to the VH bin. Let me just verify here. Yeah, VH bin. And it's a t-shirt. I think this one came from one of the, like an $800 clothing buy. Bought a whole bunch of clothing from Goodwill Bins Buddy. Sega Dreamcast shirt. Definitely has some condition issues for sure. See how hard it is to find, I guess. That'll be the next thing. Oh, I think I see him right there. It's Raymond for the Dreamcast. A really cool shirt. It had some flaws in it. I think it had like a hole in the armpit and another little hole somewhere. But, you know, we still wound up getting, just looking through my paper here, $47 USD on this guy right here. Not too bad at all. And then we sold another hat on eBay. This is a wool vintage Jays hat. It was listed a bit higher, but you know, these hats are a little tougher to sell these days. $19 USD on this one. Just part of another hat buyout or bulk buy that I did. This one's got a couple little stains and flaws, but it is 100% wool. Nice hat right there. Like I said, $19 USD on this guy. One more eBay sale to pull right now. We might as well grab it. What are we looking for? Looks like American Eagle jeans. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put these down. Put this down. Something, you know, obviously just moving these ones out too. Pretty cheap. It looks like we got about, to backtrack here, it looks like we got about $15.20 on these jeans. They should be in one of the women's jeans bins. Might have to dig around a little bit to find them there. American Eagle. Oh, this bin's getting close to empty. American Eagle, size 18, I believe. I'm gonna guess it's in the other bin. Let's grab the other bin quick. They're like a curvy, jagging style jean. Yeah, it's these ones right here for sure. See what it says. Yep, this is it. So yeah, not a ton for that. $15.20. Let's get this round of orders out of here. Pull around, starting with some eBay orders here. Carlsberg hat, I pulled it to the top just to make sure I knew where it was. You know, there's a lot of hats in there. This one had foam in it. I did my best to clean it out. I do still see little pieces in there. But yeah, this came from that big hat buy, $110 for all those hats. This is one I salvaged. For the most part, I wouldn't have done that, but this Carlsberg hat was too cool not to try to save. Being in the condition it's in, took an offer at $15. I probably had it listed closer to 20, but 15 USD, it seemed absolutely fine. Next, we're going into the USA bin for a t-shirt. This one, once again, it should be near the top. Is it Danica Patrick, or I'm probably that's probably wrong. But a woman's, as a NASCAR funny car, a driving t-shirt anyway. Somebody from Germany messaged me about this shirt. Danica Patrick? That sounds right. Let's put this away. Messaged me about this shirt and said, hey, would you ship to Germany? And, you know, I said, absolutely, but, you know, it's not going to be cheap. I priced it out with Stallion Express, and I got a video playing in the background here. I should probably, I think this is my last video. I said it's going to be expensive. However, the biggest thing here is going to be, you know, are you willing to pay? The shirt is on sale for $12 and change, and it's going to cost $12 to ship it to you. The next option was $20, but so I'm charging $12 US. It'll probably cost me about 12 to 15 Canadian, so I should be covered there. And we're getting this one out. And it's going to Germany, so it'll be international. Next, another t-shirt. I'm letting some of these t-shirts go. This is a Chiefs t-shirt, like from Slapshot, those Chiefs. It should be in clothing. It says clothing 1, I believe. $12 USD on this one here too. I think it actually might be in the clothing. It says clothing 1, so I guess we'll dig around for a minute. Yeah, it is right here. Okay. Thinking maybe I had the wrong one. Yeah, $12 in this one. I think this came from the $800 clothing buy. So, you know, we're moving it out. That's the point. Not every shirt's gonna sell for crazy money. Especially, you know, in that bulk buy, I knew there was some lower end stuff. There's a pretty decent shirt. I should have probably got $20 for it. $12 USD. It's probably like $17 Canadian, something like that. It's not terrible for sure. Next, the Guitar Hero guitar. It's right here. I just found and relisted this one. Now, the only thing that's going to be might be a problem. So this is a red octane. It is for the Wii. Okay. When you pop the back off here, which this is good. A lot of times they don't have this. It does say somewhere in here, made in China. It is going to the US, so I know I can ship it there. I'm going to do duty paid on delivery. Hoping it doesn't wind up being a nightmare. I was hoping it sold in Canada, if I was going to be completely honest. If I would have gave myself more time, I might have delisted it and just put it on Poshmark Canada and eBay.ca and excluded the US. I might message the buyer before I actually ship this out and just make sure that they know there could be duties on it, but it is really buyer's responsibility, so you know, we'll see. The next thing, I did sell a bundle to the same person. This is going, these are going to Winnipeg, okay? First, this Roots jacket. Happy this is going to Winnipeg. It's, you know, Olympics one. It is actually made in China. When you look at the tag, so I haven't delisted this one, but because it's staying in Canada, that's not a big deal. I don't have to worry about that. That I did accept an offer. So a bundle deal. I took 15 US for the jacket, and I took 54 US for the jersey. Steven Stamkos, or however you pronounce that. Nike jersey, size medium. It's got the cool kind of phantom leaves on the side there. Yeah, so a bundle of going to the same person, so it'll be combined shipping on those to Winnipeg. And like I said, 54 US on the jersey, 15 US on the jacket. Let's get this stuff out of here. Now, I did want to vent about a return I got this morning, and it's not really even a big deal. It's a hockey jersey, St. Louis Blues. I think they just got knocked out of the playoffs, and it says doesn't fit, or no, doesn't like, or something. I'll throw up the exact reason for the return, and then said they didn't realize it was a child's jersey. Well, first off, I think it was a rental. I think they just rented this thing to wear it. And when the Blues get knocked out of the playoffs, return it, right? Maybe they thought it was didn't realize it was a youth or a kid's jersey, but it says youth on it, and you know, X, I think it says large XL, and if you read the description, it basically says that it's a kid's jersey, right? So I don't know, those type of rental returns, I haven't got one of those in a long time, but you know, you get kicked out of the playoffs and then you change your mind. I did sell a few other teams, like I think the LA Kings got knocked out of the playoffs as well. So, you know, I don't know if I should expect an LA Kings jersey coming back too, but we'll see. There's not a whole lot you can do about stuff like that. And I find it more funny than anything. You know, people will do whatever they want to do. I know people use Amazon as a rental service too. So it's a normal thing. It's part of selling online. It definitely sucks, especially when there's nothing wrong with your item. But anyway, I think we're going to end this one right here. If you guys do like videos like this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.